One very powerful way to maintain the integrity of your long game mindset is to embrace the idea that obstacles are inevitable. Many people stay on the sidelines of life because they can't handle obstacles. They get this idea in their head that the path into the glorious future is going to be without any problems. And so when they come up to an obstacle, they don't know what to do. And this diminishes their ability to imagine a long game future, to develop a deep sense of knowing that there is going to be a bright future, a powerful future, a compelling future that will take away the importance of the day-to-day stuff, the significance of the day-to-day stuff, the conversations which will allow you to maintain a much stronger frame of outcome independence. So how do you deal with obstacles? Well, one way is to just accept that obstacles are part of life. Understand the teaching of the Stoics that said the obstacle is the way. When you come up to an obstacle, you have to figure out how to circumvent obstacles. And on the other side of the obstacle, you'll have a lot more skills which will essentially teach you what to do next on your path to your glorious future. Another way to do this is to come up with a obstacle-crushing highlight reel in your brain from your memories. Take some time and find all of the experiences in your past where you successfully were able to overcome obstacles. You can start small, you can start big, and it might seem difficult at first, but the more you find memories of you being able to easily overcome obstacles, the more these memories will pop up, and you'll get this deep sense of understanding that not only are obstacles necessary on the path to success, but you are somebody who naturally has a history of being able to overcome obstacles. This will give you much more clarity of purpose, a much more clear idea of your future path, which will strengthen your long game. Another way is a similar way, and that is to accept that there will be failures. Not necessarily failures, but things that you will call failures in the short term. But so long as you keep your forward momentum going, the failures are not really failures, because failures are only failures if they stop your forward momentum. And remember that this is a horizon goal you're going after. This is not a well-formed goal that's very specific and you have to achieve this specific outcome. You're going on a direction to success, which means you will take many paths. And so go back in your past, find another highlight reel or create another highlight reel of when you tried something and it didn't work and you had to kind of back up and regroup and reevaluate. And as you kept moving forward, you learned a lot of things from that so-called failure, that thing that you called failure in the short term. And so build up a highlight reel of how you deal with disappointments, how you deal with things that don't come out the way you think. Many people, again, stay stuck on the sidelines because they're afraid, usually subconsciously, that if they go forward toward their dreams and they don't make it or something happens and they don't know what to do, they will lose the ability to dream because most people are terrified of failure. But failure only stops you if you decide to stop. If you keep moving forward, you will always learn something from failure. So create a learning from failure highlight reel in your brain to help you understand that the path to your future is going to be long and winding and unexpected. And so long as you keep your forward momentum going, you will be successful. Another thing you can do to maintain the integrity of your long game mindset is to figure out how to deal with doubts. Everybody has doubts. Successful people have a ton of doubts. Unsuccessful people have a ton of doubts. The only real difference between the successful people and the unsuccessful people is successful people don't let their doubts stop them. They just plow right through them. And a great way to destroy doubts, a great way to obliterate doubts whenever they come up, and they will come up all of the time. You cannot turn that part of you off. That's part of your ancient brain that's reminding you to be careful of things that might happen along the way, bad things that might happen along the way that might kill you. So how do you deal with doubts? You can destroy doubts at the belief level with the sleight of mouth language patterns. Whenever a doubt pops up, put it in the structure of A is B, or A means B, or A causes B, or A verbs B, and put the doubt in this kind of linguistic structure. And once you have the doubt in this linguistic structure, you could go through the sleight of mouth patterns and just one by one out loud, boom, 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 crush them with the sleight of mouth patterns. And if you get in the habit of doing this, it will take a few days to get into the habit and maybe memorize all the sleight of mouth patterns. But when you destroy doubts as they come up with the sleight of mouth patterns, this will be another technique that you can use to create clarity of mind as you think into your long-term future, which will give you a very, very long game mindset, which will create a very deep sense of outcome independence, creativity, playful experimentation as you move forward closer and closer to your greatest ambition.